All right, all right, all right. I see that I'm okay on this end and time to talk, but it shows me that it's not showing me. Um, it says something went wrong, and I'm trying to shalom, shalom, Pitw, in a width, a higher, peace in the wilderness, with the I am that I am. Now, on this page, it's saying that something went wrong. So, somewhere along the line, they saying that there's a problem with the PIW with a higher, uh, the uh, the chat line is something. It says a big old sign saying that something went wrong. I don't get it. What they're saying. But today is time to talk. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something. With YouTube, it's just so many things that they are doing in this day and time. So much is going on, and you don't know what it's going to be from today to tomorrow in this day and time. So much is taking place. Um, you just need to just have your inner man together because that's what's going to be you're going to need to support you, especially support your outer man. You're going to need that inner man to support that outer man. Yes, you will. Um, and I don't even know how people are going to actually make it without that inner man. You know, I don't know how they're going to make it because just imagine if you don't have that help from that inner man, then you just left to live things out in your flesh. And we know that the flesh don't want anything good for you. So that's why I say it's very important to take out this time in your living to learn about your inner man. Hello in the live chat. It's good to see you. Just to learn about your inner person, your spirit man, because that's what's going to get you over the hump. It's going to get you over the hump. Because if you're waiting for Donald Trump or January or 2028, 2030, it's going to get better. You can hang it up. You're going to see a whole bunch of things take place next year. A whole bunch of chaos starting at the beginning of next year. And some of it's going to deal with Donald Trump, but not all of it, you guys. Because to me, what I can see now, I still sit back and wonder, why is it people are not talking about it? Why is it no one talking about it? No one doing anything about nothing. Everybody just sitting back, waiting to be able to prophesy regarding an individual. How can you prophesy? Let's set an example. How can I prophesy someone's life when I'm sitting around watching their life? So how can I prophesy that someone is going to, some things is going to happen when I'm sitting here watching it happen? You see? And then people make and boast and put people on pedestals as if they really telling you something. Your eyes are is clearly wide open. You don't see spirit and truth now. You don't see the light in your right hand. But you see every prophecy everybody give you on this devil platform. To me, to me as an individual, that's just so powerful. You can see everything else, but you can't see spirit and truth. It's not being taught. People are not revealing the light. You do not see the light being taught, spoke about. You do not hear people giving Yah the glory, giving him the honor and the praise. Why? We ain't over in the promised land. Do y'all know that we're going to go to the promised land, but we're going to go through some things, baby? We ain't just going to say, hey, bam, there we are. Indeed. No, even he said the change in you is only going to take place when you are in that promise, not when you're on your way or while you still in Babylon. So this is what I know a lot of y'all might not understand it, but I be talking about when I be trying to tell you all, you can't just stand, back and relax in a way that, oh, I got it made. I know I'm saved. I know I have the ruach, or I know I have spirit and truth. I know I have the light. Know it and do something about it while you're still here. You see? Know it and do something about it. Instead of just sitting here saying what you got. I got. Me, myself, I would give y'all, and I give y'all all glory, all honor, all praise now. I'm not waiting till I get in a bad situation, in darkness, or I'm dying on my deathbed, or they closing our banks and taking our money, and things are happening in the streets and violence. Why wait until now? Then why not appreciate him now? Because by then, don't think he gonna pull up. He gonna like a car gonna pull up for you when you in this situation. Glorify him now. Exalt who he is now. Give him worship and praise now. Because me, myself, I see it. But I don't see no one giving him the glory, giving him the honor. They think it's about people getting on this devil platform, repeating the same prophecies over and over and over. How is it a creator can give you a prophecy only toward the people that has mimicked the people who started it all? It's just strange. How is it that T. Jakes has done, or what Puff Daddy have done, but y'all ain't gave you a prophecy of what's that place called? All Star, or what's that gospel station that whatever they call All Star, or what is it? It's something like that, where it's a station that a ministry station. All that darkness they didn't say that was in there, and what all the witchcraft and all the abomination that was taking place. Now you do. Why didn't y'all give you a prophecy on that? Why ain't your God giving you prophecies on other nations and what all they got? But he's gonna send you with the prophecy of death, or of destroying. Even though I already know that the house, he's gonna deal with the house. See, that's what y'all told me. He's gonna deal with the house first. And then he had to break down to me what the house represents. And with me, I just take him at face value. You said it, I believe it, and I'm out of here. I don't have time to be sitting here making video after video after video after video after video after video of Puff Daddy, Beyonce, Jay-Z, and all of these leaders, these church pastors that's in Judah. Why would he need you to give an extra prophecy on that? Why ain't you prophesying that Yah is pouring out his judgment in the world? And he said he's going to start with the house as well. So all of these people, TBN and all these Europeans who've been doing all this that Puff Daddy been doing for years. For years. And I ain't talking about no 1 or 2 years, y'all. Years. But we want prophecies as if we are an agent that was paid to start a page here on YouTube. For an agent to do that, they would get those that can speak smart. And a lot of times when they do that, they want someone who has a college degree. They have a way of communicating with people and talking. See, that's understand what the midnight hour we're in. All the best of Satan tools are out to do a job, to do a work. And we looking at them telling people that they represent Yah. How they represent Yah? If they're not coming out and saying his wrath and his judgment, I say Judah because I was sent for only Judah and Israel. I can tell you right now what the other nations are doing. I already know they're gone. But I'm not going to come on here every day and not give Yah the glory and the praise. And I'm not going to say things that's going to exalt him. But I'm going to say things as if I was hired to bring prophecies out towards certain people. When I know my purpose is down here for the house of Israel and basically the tribe of Judah. To be a speaker among them, to be a prophetess among them. Do they know? Do they accept? No. But when did heaven build his predestined will based on what the mouths of those and the words of those and the thought pattern of those is here on the earth? Yah built his whole destiny from the beginning and the end and called it the beginning and the end. People today call it Alpha and Omega. And anything we want to add in between, that's on us. But the truth of the whole matter is Yah is already finished and complete. You see? Things that you see, like, let me tell you something I saw, let me show you how he dealt with me. I'm sitting here and I just saw a picture of Wendy. Is that her name? Is it Wendy? She had her own talk show. Is it Wendy? Wendy or something like that. I'm going to tell y'all something y'all did not know about that lady. When you take her makeup off and that wig off, let me tell you, it will blow your mind how beautiful she looked and how young she was. I mean, the look of her whole face with just her basic hair, with her own hair and no makeup. I did not know she looked that beautiful. Now, I'm speaking of Wendy. I'm speaking of Wendy Williams. Yeah. When I sit here and I saw that, when I first saw that, the first thing Yah said to me, do you know what happened? I said, yeah. I don't ask me that again, but he did. Do you know what happened? I said, yeah. See, while y'all out here seeing it for the way the world and those that's on here doing videos regarding it, I know what went on. She stepped her boundaries with the elites. What is happening to her is not because she got dementia. Something was given to her to bring her to that level of debris, to where she's crumbling. So that's why he asked me, did I know what happened? And I told him yes, but he asked me again, do you know what happened? This is what the Father was saying to me. I said, yeah, I know. Both times I said, yeah, I know. Because I did. I knew that lady didn't have dementia and she wasn't in that condition because she's in that condition. She's in that condition because the power that bees, that rules, she got out of line and didn't want to get in line. That's why she kept coming and going in and out and going in and out. The threat was so heavy on her that she couldn't just shake it and leave the things that they told her alone because they knew she knew something. Yeah, they knew she knew something. And that's where you see her. Now they said she just totally disabled. Something took her there. Something chemical took her there. Something they gave her took her there. And let me tell you why the power is so big. Watch this here. Sun, don't give a rat's behind. Ex-husband, don't give a rest behind. She just out there as if she anything or anybody. And the world walking around saying she got dementia and she's losing it or she gone. You know, Wendy is gone. Yeah, she didn't go from A all the way down to Z as if Z is the worst of the worst. Something took her there. And biochemical took her where she's. And I sat back and I was like saying to the Father, I said, and look, Father, ain't nobody to fight the battle for. That's what I said, y'all. Ain't nobody here on the earth to fight the battle for. She can hang it up if she's looking for melanated people. They would hang her before melanated people would hang Whitney before they would, how would I say it, find out or speak about the truth of the whole matter. They would hang her. They would kill her themselves. That's how we as a people are. And they think it's something because look what, oh, she's like this now. Now they said she's totally disabled. She did not get like that. She did not get like that because out of nowhere or because she had dementia and she was fighting this, she was fighting that. Baby. It's a lot of things that was going on with Whitney. Because Wendy Williams. It was a lot of things that were going on. And a lot of people said when she started drugs, she started drinking. That's the biggest scapegoat. When I had an uncle who was an alcoholic for 48 years. And I had several alcoholics in my family. And they didn't die like she's dying. They didn't get dementia and be where she's at. She just always, it's like something she did that crossed them out. Somewhere along the line, she didn't fall in line like she was supposed to. That's why you notice they kept taking her off, and you would think that she would never come back. Next thing you know, she's back. They kept taking her off. Next thing you know, she's back. And they use everything, drugs. They use alcohol, everything. She was drinking alcohol, all these things. But wait a minute, let me tell y'all something. Where she's at is she didn't take herself there. She had the help with the power that controls the corners. Yes, she did. She didn't get to where she's at. But look where she's at now. Nobody. Son won't stand up on her behalf. Ex-husband won't stand up. Family members won't stand up. Nobody will stand up and say anything because it's almost like maybe they waiting for her to fully, so whatever she have, they can have. Because I'm going to tell you something. That's the mind of people. There are people waiting for people to die just so they can get paid on a policy. A lot of people. Because do you know people think that's the way of gaining something, not knowing that this person had to pass away for you to gain something, and all you can look at is what you're going to gain. That shows you the value of the importance of that individual. Wasn't even important to the people. It was what they had. You see? And that's just what it is today. Like I told y'all, when I was going to the estate sale, that's all you hear and you see. And then the adult children are up there fussing and arguing. And some of them is older than I am, fussing and arguing because dad died or mom died and they trying to sell everything in the house, just to sell the house. Everything is such a rush because it's like you being here don't mean nothing. It's like a blink of an eye. It's like you was here today, gone tomorrow. So what? What's next? What does she have that we can gain? What do she have that I will get some money out of? People are looking for other people to pass away because their name is on the policy. And y'all might think that's the crazy. It is booming. It is happening, you guys. So I can see why somebody wouldn't stand up on her behalf and just assume that, okay, she got this. When did she get all of this? When did she end up having all of this? And then she'll come back Then she'll go out again. Oh, she's gone for good. She's on this or she's on that. I know she had a hard time with her ex-husband, but she had pulled back from that. But next thing you know, it was something else. It was always something else. And you know what? I don't know if it's because she had a contract where they just couldn't get rid of her. They would let her come back. She would go out again. I believe Whitney said a lot of things that, especially she said something that should not have gotten out. And it didn't matter if it got out. People so ignorant today, they bypass not spirit and truth. When somebody's speaking it, they want to hear the lie. They want to hear the lie. They don't care about you telling nobody what the truth of what someone is doing. Really, they don't care. They want to hear the lie. The lie feeds on. It's what feed people more than the truth. That's the fact. Lies feed people more than truth. More than truth. So when I heard about it, the first thing I heard this voice within me say, do you know what happened? Do you know what happened? I'm like, why did he say it twice? Maybe he explained it to me, but I told him, yes, I know. Because I knew it. Instant. Just looking at the picture they had on television of her. And I said, I remember when I saw her, she was without her makeup, without her wig, gorgeous. Just dead gorgeous. Then all of a sudden you start to see her real thinning out. She wasn't like that at first, you guys. She was not like that. That does not look like the same person. And I know we all change and we look different as time go on. But with her, as she continued, now let me tell you the truth. Wendy Williams, I never cared for her because of the way she conducted herself. She didn't have no integrity, no morals about herself. But I saw her different in a way that almost like an innocent, like she was used and she was innocent. And she went into the game knowing how the game is played. That's how I think it ended up. And I think she stepped on too many coins on somebody's feet. And I believe what happened to her is not something that just came, and happened to her. And she started trickling down. And where she's at now, that just out. I can't believe she's not. She got like this because she got dementia or she alcohol and drugs. You know how many people been on alcohol? Why ain't these Europeans? And they all of them, not all of them, I can't say that. A lot of them on drugs and alcohol. They on all kind of stuff. You don't see them trickling down like she did. She triggered down because something brought her down. And I know that. I know that. So another thing, I sit back and I just observe. I noticed it. I don't know why it's happening though. I guess it's really not important. I'm starting to see Europeans appearing struggling. I'm seeing it, y'all, just as clear as I'm sitting here seeing myself on this laptop. They're starting to trigger down, and you're starting to see it. What I'm saying is, us, you can kind of see our struggle. We've been struggling too long to not see it. But what I see today, and when I say today, not just as is this Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday. But what's in the world today is a especially here in the United States. That's really what I'm talking about. I started to say you starting to see. I'm starting to see the effect of them crumbling. Yes. I can see it in their weight, in their face, in their dress, in their eyes. And it's like, why am I seeing them like that? Why am I seeing it? Because it's really, y'all, guess what? It's happening. Things are happening. And just because we don't see it, because of where we at in life, in our own life, we so busy caught up in our issues, what we're going through, what we got to do, what we got to get ready for, to where we really, and it ain't meant for everybody to see it, but I can see the Europeans are crumbling down, y'all, here in this country. They are crumbling down. It is not going to take very much before they lose it. So they need a great white hope to keep giving them the hope. But right now, without anything, you ain't gonna get no great white hope, baby. It's over. It's finished. These Europeans don't understand. It is over. You can get off the train that you've been riding all these hundreds of years. You might as well get off, because that's what time it is. Your ride is over. And I'm sitting here looking everywhere I go. I'm like, why don't they look so? It's showing me. This is what you call payback time. You see? And I'm like, well, why are they dressed like that? Why are they looking like that? Look, and skin and bones. I'm telling you all. You can get on YouTube and you can see the difference in their look now. They want so bad to have something great again. They don't understand the great that you're going to get is the great across your head. Something going to hit you across your head. That's about it. That means your mind going to be off. That's how great America is going to be for you. Okay? And they looking for a great white hope to place them back in order. No, baby. It's over. It's finished. Get off the train. You've been riding a long time. It's time to get off the train. Well, if you stay on the train, it's slowing up anyway. You're going to have to get off anyway, because it's slowing down. So you can stay on there all you want. You in the long run, you're gonna have to jump off of that train, because it ain't gonna take you nowhere else in life, in this living. Time to get off the train. Because this man came, I told y'all about a couple of months ago, to a yard sale, come telling me Trump is planning on making everybody in America that's a United States citizen, he's going to give them $1 million. And he said, ma'am, you don't believe that? I said, sir, I thought you said you believed in the Bible. Yeah, I do. But I think that he's doing the will of when he gets in there, he's giving everybody $1 million. Everybody gonna get back to where it used to be. And I sit there and I say, back to where it used to be? Who used to be there? He started laughing. I said, no way. And he kept on trying to. I said, sir, you can hang that up. You talking to the wrong person. He just was laughing because he said, but you'll see, you're gonna remember what I said. He's giving everybody in the United States, he didn't say snakes, he said in the United States, the citizens, $1 million. And everybody gonna get back to life and living. He really believed that is actually going to take place. And not just him. There's many people thinking things about to get better. What do they say? It shows you that they had nothing in them that had what they call Jesus Christ. It's nothing in them as Christians, as so-called Christians. It's nothing in that leads them outside of nothing but what they're going to be able to do and have when Donald Trump get in there, or how the America going to be better for them. They don't see nothing in what they read out of their own Bible, the Jesus Christ they follow. They don't see none of that. all they see is that it's going to get better. And it's not. And first and foremost, I'm going to tell you something. The way they're talking about sending the migrants back, that is something that they could do. But what they don't understand, the more you send, the more going to head back over here. A lot of you all didn't know. They say it is up to 150 migrants that made it into this state, this country. That's a lot. It's impossible for you to get them out. It's not. They can't get them out, baby. What they can do is build the border to stop them from coming in and build camps so they can live in. Now, that's what I think they're going to end up doing. They're giving the people exactly what they want. He's giving the people exactly what they want. We're going to start with the migrants, getting them out of here. And while he's starting with the migrants and got your mind, okay, it's the migrants. That's the first step. No. When you finish dealing with the migrants and taking all that money to get them out of here, to build for stay out or to send them back, the country still has fallen. It'll be his 4 years before this country see anything, which they won't. You got to be careful in what is being said. And the reason I said be careful, don't put it to your heart, nor to your mind. Brush that thing off quick, because it's all planned. Like I told y'all before, all of them shake hands into one circle. Whether it's Biden, Hillary Clinton, Obama, Donald Trump, the Bush, they all touch hands in the circle. They're coming from the same pack. They know what everybody here is in full denial, that this country must come down. Everybody knows that in this world. They know United States got to come down. It's just, it's hard for them to imagine when it come down or how it's going to come down, but they know it's coming down. Even those who run the government system among the elites, they know. Now the government itself, when you go into these senators and all of, they don't know what the rest behind going on. They think this is really something they standing for. But a lot of them are fully aware. It's finished. It's over. It's time. Because that got to be fulfilled no matter what you think, what I say, or whatever. This country must come down. What I also watching over there at the other side, I also see a lot of stuff that's still kind of taking place over there. But what I'm really keeping my eye on is the Euphrates River, because that's where the battle is going to be heated, right there. And to find out where the Euphrates River runs, know that all up in where the Euphrates River runs is where you got to look for a war. One that's going to take many lives. You see? I always wondered how is it you going, why isn't it? And this is what make me also think second about how the King James Bible. Notice it never tells you how they're going to be destroyed. It never gives you any idea of how they are coming down. And I think, at least I would have wanting them to come down first before Babylon. You see? Because they are also within them are the power punchers of the four corners. So I would look for that one to come down. Because once Babylon come down, they still powerful. You see? So I was thinking, well, okay, well, why can't they come down? Because before, this is what I'm gonna tell y'all out there who keep running up on this Hebrew Israelite mess. They can't remain there. If they remain there, we remain here. So if you ever wondering why are we still in captivity, that's why. You see what I'm saying? Why are we still in captivity? Why aren't we out of here? Because they are not out. You see? He's not bringing us through them or toward them. They're not going to be in the way of us when we travel to the promised land. You see? So, in order for us to do that, they have to be wiped out. And then you go back to the biblical. Anybody? Have anyone seen it? If you did, you have. Give me the verse. Give me where you see it. It's something so I can read it and the Ruach can reveal and open it up to me. Because that's one that I've been telling. I ain't been telling, but I was mentioning to the Most High Yah so many times. I said, well, when is they going to get theirs? When is they do? Why ain't nothing in here telling you that? He tells you what it is, the synagogue of Satan. But nothing says how he going to bring it down. You see? When something is the synagogue of Satan, that tells you that's the four corners of the world power puncher. That tells you right there. But I cannot seem to make any sense out of anything that target them. Only, okay, yes, I can make one thing target them. That's the United States. United States will no longer be their crutch. But it's still not targeting them. They just no longer their crutch. And I would think that they would go down before the United States go down. But there's nothing telling you that. Say for instance, it's a system. Their system it still ain't gonna be down. You see? I'm trying to not figure out. I ain't really working hard on trying, but I'm just talking in a way of trying to make sense of it. Now, if they are still over there, why isn't it something telling us? Guess what it might be? The Euphrates River. The Euphrates River that's drying up, that the angel's going to go down, that one angel going to go down, open up the bottomless pit, and pull those four beasts out to start a war. You get what I'm saying? But going back into the Euphrates River, when I trace it, it goes in that direction more so to Iran, Iraqi, Turkey, Asia, but it don't go right into Israel. Near it. You see what I'm saying? I'm just trying to figure out. I better not be trying to figure out nothing. But I'm just trying to look at it in a way to say, well, wait a minute, don't that sound strange? To me, it does. Because I always asked him, when are you going to get rid of that? That's the power punch. The United States, I think really the deal with the United States is the big role with us. I think in the United States hold more or greater of Judah is in the United States. And I myself, I know I might be not sure of this, but I think Judah has suffered greater than Israel. That's why Israel ain't worried about going to no promised land. But Judah ain't either. But I believe that over there, I would think that should have been torn down first. Because if he's going to take us out, we're going to have to cross. We don't know which route he's going to take us. But what he's speaking of, as far as the promised land, Mount Zion, I believe we just messed up from the floor up and don't know where it's at and just assume we know that it's over there. It got to that's another thing. I believe they're going to tear it. It got to be destroyed. It's going to be torn up so bad that he's going to restore it. He's going to restore it. And when he restore it and bring Israel and Judah back to the promised land, then all the nations going to see. But they got to first and foremost see that something was restored before we got over there for us to be there. See, it's so many things y'all gonna do that's gonna blow their mind. See, a lot of y'all looking for every knee gonna bow, every tongue gonna confess. See, everybody look for stuff like that, but they don't understand that where y'all gonna get the full glory for who he is, period, on the earth and in the heavens, when he take this ugly people out that never did right by him and put them on Mount Olive in his glory. And that place is going to be restored before we even get over there. Because y'all going to be in the midst. So therefore, it's going to be restored. And it's in Ezekiel 36. It's going to look like it's going to look up here to be like the Garden of Eden. So all of this stuff that's taking place as far as the war near the up on the Euphrates River and all them lives lost and died. Only thing I can think of is Israel, y'all. That's the only, even though I know it runs near them, that's the only thing I can think of, because I don't see, okay, anybody take out some time and see if you see where that over there, where they call themselves the one, not just the people, but also the land being destroyed, because you can't get rid of the people. They just Europeans. They from Europe and other Europe countries, continents or countries. So they just Europeans, claim to be something else, but they Europeans. But I just don't understand how y'all going. I guess it ain't meant for me to understand. If he don't give it to me, I ain't gonna receive it. But I've asked that question for years. When you gonna deal with them? And you know what? I don't even think you're gonna be able to find somebody to tell you where to find it out. And that's why if there's nowhere in your King James book, it'll also show you that they made sure that they smeared many of things, even that. So you would never find it, never see it. That should be the first one thing to go, but it's not, because it wouldn't be like they'd be gone, because they just Europeans. They're gonna run to everywhere they come from and still be who they say they are. And then I'm like saying to myself, wait a minute, why ain't all this that y'all say that y'all's coming and he's gonna build this? Look at all those hundreds of years they said that they're returning back to their land. Based on biblical, they're biblical. Returning back to their land. They played everything for what it's worth. And in me, I'm like, okay, Father, then you said it's that time. When? Because they didn't get away with so much. They are the part of the power punch on the four corners, you guys. When you say Roman, Catholic, Roman, those are Europeans too. See, they all in it. And then I'm like, okay, wait a minute, how much time we got here? You see? And we, as Israel and Judah, We don't know that day nor that hour. So we need to just be praising him for the time he allowing us to even just be here until he's ready for us. But we don't know the day nor the hour, because from what it looked like to me, I can see it crumbling here in this country. I can see the Europeans' face not the same. They hold, it's just a lot of things about them is not the same. It's crumbling. You hear them whining about home sickness, not being able to work, not having money, not having food. You starting to hear this from them in great numbers. And then all you have to do is just look at how they're living now. It's showing up. It's showing up. And one thing about us, we'll be able to survive the struggle because we've been struggling. I know a lot of y'all ain't never struggled. Y'all ain't never been through nothing. Y'all ain't never had a hard time. And if that's the case, hold up. It's coming. Because that's why I try to tell people all the time. Don't think that you're going to escape something. You're not. It's coming. And it's coming, look like, on every side. You know, so ain't gonna be no one going here and the other one going here. Oh, we doing real good. That's why they so into this politics, because they think they need that help, y'all. They need that food. They need that work. They need that money, and they don't understand that you ain't gonna get it. Especially when someone says, "Let's take the immigrants out." Do you know how much money they gonna spend on that? They already plotting how many millions and billions they gonna pay on getting them people back out, and never give them out, and never gonna be able to get them out, because the purpose of them bringing them in was to eliminate the population, and they needed them to do that. See, they don't have no problem shooting them and killing them, but they can't shoot them and kill them. They can't lock them up. Why they can't lock them up? Why can't they go to jail? Why are you locking them? Why are they out there fighting policemen? Why are they out there shooting policemen and getting away with it? Because that's their, how would I say it? They got them over here for a reason, y'all. Their purpose is to eliminate the population, and they got them over here to do just that. Yes, they did. That's why they're over here. These migrants, it's not over here for no reason but to help eliminate the population. Keep chaos, just like the purge I was telling you, to keep the chaos and to start destruction. That's the reason why they opened the gates and let them pour on in. And another thing, nobody said nothing. Nobody going to say anything. What happened to all them babies? To me, stuff like just sitting back watching it, knowing you at least had to have at least 500,000 babies. What happened to them? Where are those babies? And won't nobody say nothing. That's the hardest thing for me, is to sit here, watch how people talk about any and everything, but don't cover the main things that's right before your eyes. So this is how they get away with it. No one says anything. No one does anything. Everybody got their focus on all the wrong things. People waiting for Donald Trump to sign in January because they really think he's a great white hope. A great white hope is still keeping the protocol of the elites that rules the four corners. While you thinking he's going to be your president. No, he still fall under the category and the power and control of the elites. And the elites are not out here to try to save nobody's life. They got to bring the United States down to the law of the Lord in numbers. And that's what a lot of people in this country cannot see, especially Europeans. They don't understand. They're not going to bring you. They're not here to make you live any better, neither. And you're thinking, oh, Donald Trump in there, he's going to make America great. No, 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 no. Donald Trump is in there to appear to start things off great. All this money they sent to Ukraine, Israel, and all these places. Now they're going to show you how, tell you again, oh, we got to get money to send all these migrants or build this wall or work on, this is what they're going to do. This is what they're going to do. They're going to start building camps for. Oh, Father, that's so horrible. Oh, that's so horrible. They're going to start building camps for. Why? Because y'all trusting them to get rid of them. And this is going to be one of their ways to get rid of them, is build a place for them and let them live. Many of people really believe that Donald Trump is going to get 150 million illegal migrants up out of here. No, he's not. He's going to show you another way with dealing with them. But the protocol is, let's throw all the wolf talk right now before I get in there. We can deceive them that we're going to do all this here. Let's hire this. Let's hire this. Let's hire this. What are they saying? Let's bring the money. Let's bring all the money and put it toward dealing with the immigrants. And when it all said and done, they're gonna look at it all over again. Say maybe we need to just build them a camp, build them a city, and a camp. Build a camp and build them a little city area where we can just put them all there until we're ready to use them. And those that's out that we can't catch, let them continue searching and doing violence. And it bothers me because I heard two brothers talk, not brothers, melanated men speak on it, different podcasts. They talk about how these people were before they got here. And I said, now, a year ago, when they was letting them in, that's exactly what I was saying. These people are the hardcore of the hardcore, and they letting them out of all of the prisons, all of them, to come over here. And you're going to think United Snakes didn't know it? They was aware of it. They are fulfilling Revelation 18. This is the habitation of devils. And I see what the Father said. I feel what he's saying, because it's like saying, see, they don't, they're not, why would my son, he say, my son just threw me totally off about the migrants. What was I saying? He just threw me totally off when he said my phone is not charging. I'm way South County, you way North County. What you want me to do? Father, help me, Father, help me. But I lost my thought just to see that. But we don't want to abide by the way in the order that has given us the warning. Oh, that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna be there. Then here it was also a somewhat warning in Matthews 24 and verse 7, nation against nations and kingdom against kingdom. And it said, oh, this is where sorrow starts. See, why are they going to be nation against nation and kingdom against kingdom? Because it's going to be right in the place that you reside. And then here you go. All of a sudden, they're going to want you to, no, y'all just showed us Revelation 18 telling us an habitation of devils. Why ain't the people got on that? Why ain't you prophesying that? Why ain't you speaking on that? Oh, no, they don't want to cover that. Unclean spirits. It's going to be a place of residing. Devils are going to reside. They're going to stay. That lets you know Donald Trump and them are not going to get them out of here the way they're going to mislead you too. It's just like he wanted to build that wall when he was in there. 2 years, I'm going to build it. Never built the wall. Never did anything. And then start what? Said he's going to build houses for them. So when they come over, they can have them. That's what Donald Trump did. Say it. Yes, he did. Because they want this country to be that naive, and they are. That's why this country's gone. They just that naive. They believe anything somebody like Donald Trump or these politics or these European feeding one another, and they thinking they gonna come out on top. No, you ain't, baby. You coming out right under the bottom, like the tail. Don't come out as the tail end. It ain't gonna be like you think. It ain't gonna go your way. It's over. It's finished. The best thing I can suggest for people is try to find a spiritual relationship with the Most High Yah and ask him if he will come and abide in you and lead you and guide you. So you will know what to expect and not to get caught up in, because you're going to get caught up in it. Oh, yeah. I just give him, I'm so grateful that he allowed me to be tried by the fire, and he continued to allow me to be tried by the fire. So when that time comes, okay, I'm burnt up from the floor up. I don't need to be tried by the fire no more. I'm ready. I'm ready. So when we look at what we're looking at and we're feeling about the way we're feeling in society and in living, we're getting prepared for, I would say, a great fall, because the part we need to be preparing for is our spirit being, and that is preparing our inner man to have a relationship with Yah, Sister Deborah decided she's going to join a women's group. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find out. They got several. I'm going to find out, and then I'm going to join a women's group. It might not be too good for me to do that, but I'm going to try it. Because right now, what you're dealing with today is people who don't know the level of A nor B. You see, they don't know, they can't move from A to even think about B. And I'm not just talking about a women's group, but I'm talking about in this country itself. You'd be surprised where you at is still A, and you thinking you at B. Oh no, a lot of people think they at G and X and Z, and don't even understand you still at B. But okay, hold up a minute. It's gonna show up and show you exactly who you are, because you thinking you got it made. So when you get listen to what I'm about to say though. So when you get your inner man in a relationship with the Most High Yah, and you can feel him leading and guiding you and showing you, you know what he will tell you? Don't think that you're just supposed to say, oh, it's doomed. Know that it's finished, but enjoy your living. Enjoy your living. All y'all wanted us to do is put him first. I don't think that's asking for much, y'all. I'm going to be honest. You know why? He already gave you the grace and mercy. So what's going on? All he wants from us is to put him first. And that's what Sister Deborah is saying. Have a relationship with him from your inner man. Not on these platforms, not even on Sister Deborah's platform, but in your own personal inner man. Have a relationship with the Most High Yah. And in the end, what? Enjoy living. Go to the movies. Go out to eat at a place that's healthy or that you like. Travel somewhere. Go to a city. Go here. It don't matter. Just go somewhere. You want to visit Deborah? Come on. Go somewhere. Do something. Because we don't know the day, the hour, and when he's going to bring us out. And I think where we are at today, if we're just sitting and just looking because it's over, it ain't nothing else, and he's going to, the judgment, the fire, Yah be who he is, like we should be who we are. That's why I try to, I ain't saying I tried, but I was teaching my children that let me be mama, you be the daughter, you be the son. Don't try to tell me how to be mama, because you're not a mother. You see, it is so, and I can speak more to them about even a daughter because what? I am a daughter. But don't step in the realm of a mother. When that's how I feel about Yah. Let Yah be Yah. Let him be the most high. Let him be the creator. Let him be the perfect one, the great one, the excellent one, the wonderful one, the powerful one, the all-knowing one, the kind one, the merciful one, the gracious, the one who got grace, the beginning one, the end, who created all things, all power. Let him be all that he is. And that's why I say enjoy your living. Be you. Be you. Because you can't change what he already got written. So live. Enjoy your living. But never think that you're going to enjoy your living and you don't even have him in you. You didn't choose him over your living, first and foremost. Have a relationship with him. That one I just told you, perfect, excellent, wonderful, great, kind, merciful, gracious. I mean, powerful, all power. Look at Yeshua. He couldn't come down here. He needed the Son of Yah. That's to show you if he needed the Son of Yah, don't we need some of Yah? Yes, we do. And we walking around here thinking that Yeshua came and he ain't leave nothing here for us. We just gonna be who we are. This is my life. I do what I want to do, when I want it, and how I want it. Seek Yah in you and live, y'all. Enjoy life. Not life, but living. Do something you never did before. Try something you never tried before. Because if you're sitting and you're waiting for what already took place in the kingdom, we just on the earth walking it out. There's too much going on. Don't get caught up on all this here YouTube and Instagram, Patriot, Facebook, Twitter, because there is so much going on to where you can get caught up in everybody else's issue and stop living yourself. And that's how I see it. When I go out my door, or even when I'm in my house, I think of the fact that I'm living and I got him in me, but yet I'm living. So I got to start doing things, being about the living that he allowed me on the earth. What do I want to do? How I want to do it? When I want to do it? You see? Do something you never did before. Eat something you never ate before. It's so much you can be doing, and next thing you look up, y'all here saying, leading your spirit up out of here. But if you're sitting here watching YouTube, Facebook, using this media to feed you, because I'm going to tell you something. On all of it, if you measure it 50%, let's say 7% is teaching you the food for your spirit. The other 93 is trash for your flesh. If you feel that you need to do something or volunteer or just do something, y'all. Don't just sit around and deteriorate and thinking that, okay, I'm going to sit here till he come. You are sitting here till he come, because you ain't nowhere else you're going to go until he come, as far as you getting up out of here. But you got to continue to live. You got plenty of food in your backpack. You got enough spirit and truth in your backpack. And even if you got a pen, needle, and light, you can tell somebody something. So you got a lot of stuff that you can say no matter where you go or where you head. You see? You got a lot of stuff that you can tell somebody something. A lot of people don't have anything to tell anyone. So they'll just tell you the lie because they see that it seemed to manifest in people better than telling them the truth. But because we in such a midnight hour, there are those out there looking for the light. There are those that's out there looking for a pin needle of truth. And been looking for quite some time. So don't think y'all ain't got heathens out here. And they will be found. One way or another. They will be found. Because what belongs to y'all, they're going to pull on in. They come into y'all's bosom, whether you like it or not. I really believe, if you stay busy, stay focused, but stay busy and always putting him first, always putting him last, always putting him in the middle of you living. Don't just think that, okay, let me go out in this world and do this, and enjoy myself and have fun. Ain't nothing wrong with enjoying yourself and having fun. But have it with Yah in you. Him resting in you. Because let me tell you another thing. Yah is not holding you to be perfect. Perfect in holding him. That's what he's talking about. The only way you can be perfect is letting him reside in you. Now you're perfect. That's what it means. If he ain't in you, there's no way you can be perfect. He has to be in you because he is perfect. So if he is perfect, he said, I abide in you and you abide in me. That makes you perfect. That's what he means about perfect. No man is perfect. But then he said you can be perfect. That's because he's talking about in your spirit. Because he abide in your spirit. He is perfect. So if he abide in there, you are perfect. Do you sin? Do you do wrong? Yes. But to him, you perfect. Because he in you and you in him, you perfect. He's talking about the spirit. Y'all know our flesh is not gonna do 100% righteous. Our flesh is gonna be all upright and perfect. He knows that. He knew it before the foundation of the world. Ain't that powerful? That's not what he's gonna hold us blameless. That's why he said, I'm gonna hold you blameless. Because you didn't ask to come down here. I send you down here, and I send you down here in a world of wicked and evil. So I knew that you would get detached. But I'm in you to bring you back. And your flesh can't rule that. Because I'm greater in you than anything in the world. And your flesh is in the world, but not of the world, but it's in the world. And I'm greater than it. So where we go for here? What do you want to do? So enjoy your living. And another thing about these pagan holidays, people. I talk about all these pagan holidays as well. I don't get involved in them, but I have went over to the family event. And I think the last one, I went to the family, it wasn't Christmas, it was Thanksgiving about 3 years ago. Let me tell you why. I can go anywhere I want to. I don't need nobody on this earth to try to bring a religion into me and telling me what I can and cannot do. If Judah is celebrating their pagan holidays because their heart is not right even when they celebrating the days they want to say that they're celebrating. And then these people are celebrating the pagan holidays out of a lot of them ignorance and tradition. Just because a person's celebrating and recognizing this day don't mean they recognizing it as for what it was created for. Some people are coming together just as family. You see what I'm saying? Some people are coming together to give God thanks for family, or to give God thanks to talk about what we are all thankful for. You see what I'm saying? So you have to know you. If Yeshua was here, I will guarantee you he'll step in of any and every one of them. He always went in areas that he wasn't wanted. So why was he going? You see? How are you going to be the light among anything if you only stay within your quarters of your house? You have to change your mind daily. You can't see when, okay, the wicked and evil set up this day for a pagan holiday because of the murdering and all the things they did to gain this. You know how you can flip on them? Be the opposite. Make it a day of thanksgiving to the Most High Yah. That's what they do to anything that Yah would say? They would clam on to it and make it the opposite. So why aren't we able to make their evil and wicked into Yah's righteous? You can't. Just because these are pagan holidays and they worship these pagan holidays out of the wrong heart, you can have the right heart and still take that same day and do something in that day. It don't mean, see, that's why I'm saying people are hung up on so many traditions. Oh, I don't go around my family on this day. I don't do that. Listen, 99.9 of your families don't even know what took place that day to create that holiday, because they see it for another reason in which they thought or they feel or they celebrate it. So they themselves is not celebrating it with the understanding of why the elites, the Europeans, did what they did and now call it thanks. If people sit at their table, do you really think they said they think they're thankful for killing the Indians and taking their land and taking all that stuff when they sit down and eat? No, they have no idea. Many of them, even the Europeans, have no idea. It's just a tradition that has been coming on down the line. And nobody is willing to switch it out of what was evil and talk about it and not let them make it what they say that it is. You can't change the world and the way the world sees it and celebrate it. You can't change that. But that does not mean you can't go around your family and talk about it. Instead, Hebrew Israelites, they're so holy than thou, those that say, oh, we the true Jews, and they the true fools, sitting around here killing their brothers up and down the streets, stealing and taking and doing all kind of wicked and evil things. So what makes them different than the pagan holiday itself? But we don't understand. It's our mind is so limited to the things that is righteous. Live, because you still ain't going nowhere. You're still here. To be let me tell y'all something. You know how he says separate yourself and to be sanctified? People have taken that out of order as well. He wants you to be sanctified and set aside first and foremost in your spirit. How can we be so holy then roly and sanctified in our flesh? Oh, we don't go to that. I don't celebrate this. I don't celebrate pagan holidays either. But if I wanted to go to my family on Christmas, as they call it, December 25th, or what day is Thanksgiving? It's tomorrow. Tomorrow is the 29th, 28th, 28th. It changes every year, I believe. But the 28th, Thanksgiving is on the 28th. I would do it. I'm not going. They're getting together this year. I'm going. But when I get ready and I want to go, I will go. Ain't no day When the Ruach is in me, every day is of Yah. Just because man then killed up people and took it and made it a day for them to be celebrate, don't mean that that's who I am because I'm going over here. Greater is he that's in me than he that's in the world. So I'm greater no matter where I go. So why I need to follow under everybody's tradition? I don't. I don't let nobody tell me what I can do, where I can go. Oh, the word said, sit your word down. Those are words. Learn to understand the word is the Most High Yah, and he lives in me. So your words of tradition, get somewhere and sit down. How many times have y'all picked up your instructions and direction book, and it's being said, I hate their feast days? Read it. That's the whole idea is said when the days of Lot and the Noah, they're going to be drinking. Do you think he's telling the feasting was for the Europeans and the Europeans, the heathen, and the Gentiles? No, he's talking to Judah. He knew what they was going to be doing wasn't going to be up his alley. And they still turn around and celebrate things as if they really celebrating, and they got so much blood on their hand and on their shoes. That hate is so high level, it's off the chain. You can't get along with your women, you can't get along with your men, but you at a feast day, or you at a day of recognizing something. Y'all ain't paying you no attention. Go on, sit out there under the tent. You're doing it for your own flesh. Because first and foremost, y'all want to be here. And if he's not here, he don't give a wretch behind of you being at a feast day or a gathering amongst Judah. Well, you cannot even be on the highways and byways to warn Judah that they are Judah, or Judah that they are Israel. You won't they won't even go do nothing like that, y'all. That's why I see only 8% running around here talking about they Hebrew Israelite, and the other 92 don't even know who they are. Right now, they doing check at they DNA. Oh, I'm from Nigeria. I'm from Africa. See, they still confused. But you can definitely blame the so-called I'm awakened ones because they never went out to the highways and byways. They still don't do it today. They stay in their own clique. And it's almost like, what are y'all trying to do? Build an army? Do y'all ignorant people know that the first one they coming for is your group? Your army, they coming for you. And you better be, you know what? You better have that Holy Spirit while y'all playing. Y'all are not going into these families. Y'all ain't doing no unity. Y'all ain't doing nothing but playing this military warfare. And then sitting around telling people what they should celebrate and what they should celebrate not. I'm thankful. I'm grateful that he lives in me. And I can go anywhere. I don't have to go where people tell me, oh, you go to this, you go to, if I want to go in the bar, I go in the bar. And I ain't been in no bar, y'all, but I'm just telling you. I don't let nobody hinder me or stop me from doing anything because it's just that bad amongst the Hebrew Israelites. It's just that bad. They want you to be in some sort of cult. Every last one of them. Y'all don't know this here. Ain't no different than TDJs. It's nowhere on the earth where you can gather men, blow their head up, and make them think that they're kings, leaders, and rulers. They have no order. They have no respect. They have no integrity. When it comes down to it, there's nowhere on the earth that it's going to make sense. I look at Farrakhan. Farrakhan has failed melanated people. He has failed the melanated people 100%. Even his Muslim belief, his religion, his everything, he has failed them because he went in, he came out alive and never told the truth. Never told the truth. Farrakhan, we're just like Gino Jennings, same way. They would not tell the truth of the whole matter about anything. That shows you they're sold out one way or another. When the father told me Farrakhan got out, you know, he got out, like in the sense of a retire. And he said the first thing he should have did is told the truth to his people. And he didn't. When he was dying years ago, he begged the Father in the kingdom to spare his life and that he would tell the people the truth. This is what the Father telling me. This is what the Father has told me and telling me. And he never did. So here he is. That's why I say when it comes down to our people, they're not going to tell you the truth. They're not going to lead you the right way. They're not going to guide you. So don't let them tell you what you can go to, what you can do, how you can do it. You got a living. You got a living and you're living. Enjoy your living with Yah in you. With Yah in you. With him in you, he will direct you. He will lead you. He will guide you. He will show you things to come. He will comfort you and he will teach you all things. How can you lose? When you get on all these platforms, hear all these different traditions, these different ways, you're confused. But why not hear he that is in you greater with that quiet voice? He's a leader. He's a guide. He's a teacher. He's a revealer. He's a comforter. He's one that'll show you things to come, but he got to first get in you and live in you. Then this world can't tell you nothing. And nor any other religion or belief. And then you'll say, well, you mean all this time I was doing this, I was dressing this way, I was eating this, and I was doing this here, I was looking this way, I was wrapping my head, I had my fringes on, I feast days, you did all those things. But your heart, where is it? See the show up? I sit back and look at all these Christian churches that our people, black people, have been leadership over. None of them stood for righteous. And I'm gonna be for real. I used to have people tell me, but Miss Deborah, my pastor, this. And as we talk, I said, but you know, when you remember when I was trying to tell you your pastor ain't all that, what did you used to tell me? My pastor is, but I didn't know this was going on. Yeah, you don't know. So stop putting man on a pedestal and put Yah. Stop putting these men and these women on pedestals and put Yah where he belongs. And if he's greater in you, don't you feel you can go anywhere? You can go anywhere. If he's greater in you than he that's in the world, who can tell you where you can and cannot go? I vowed, I'm going to tell you the truth. This is what I decided to do. If my sister invited me, I told her I wasn't coming. And she asked me if I would make that salad. And I told her I'd drop it by my daughter because they going to go over there. But I ain't going. So my thing is, I vowed that I would not go around family unless I'm able to minister truth. That's it. You gonna have what? One day when we having Christmas over to so-and-so house, we was just wondering if you want to go. Okay, if I can preach a sermon or a message. No, I won't do a sermon, but I can give a message. Give me an hour. I need to give family a message. You see what I'm saying? I come. Sure will. December the 25th. I show up. You call if you let me be a speaker every time I step in y'all place, I show up every holiday. Devil got on that map any time of the day. He don't own the days. I will step on the scene every time. And I vowed myself that I won't have nothing to do with nothing with family if I can't step in and be a speaker unto my family. All this here horse playing, y'all doing feasting, glutton, that's pretty much all they doing. I don't want to be a part of that. But if you want to invite me and you want me to be a speaker, I'll be there. And I said, that's what I'm going to do from now on. If I don't get to be the speaker at a family event, no thank you. I'm not interested. I don't have to go. I don't have to be there. Because it's too much. And too many times we go around our family and friends and co-workers and we sit and we live and we feel and we do things their way. If I've been like this since I was 4, what does it look like me going places and not giving him the glory, him the honor, or exalting his name? No. No, thank you. You can keep it. I don't know why, and I cut it off. I don't know why it does that. I might not have went to setting and turned it off that way. That's probably what happened. But now don't let, if you have the Holy Spirit in you and you know that it's there, don't let nobody tell you where you can and cannot go. Because say for instance, you stepped in over to your grandmother's house for Christmas or for Thanksgiving. Guess what? Who you stepping in there with? Ain't something in you greater than your grandma's house and everybody there? He's greater. See what you taking into that house? The Ruach. You see? This is why you don't see these men and women too out here ministering. Because nobody want to take righteous out among their people. Everybody want to sit at home. I got it. I'm holy. I'm set aside. No. Now another reason why they ain't gonna invite me. You know why? When I come in there already, they're gonna get scared. They're gonna already be scared. And y'all do not understand what they're afraid of. You know what they're afraid of? What I might say. I had to talk to my daughter two or 3 days ago, and I told her, how old are you? She said, 21 going on 22. I said, how many times have you seen me and my sister and them fussing and arguing? She bust out laughing. Now time. It's what they know, their spirit know who I am. I'm not disrespectful to them. Nope, we don't do that. And they ain't gonna cross me either. I live and die knowing that's what you call true respect for someone. Even though you might not be where they at, you still respect them. That's the part, another thing I kind of feel sad about, because you think of it, the fear when you're there, the level of fear. You don't want to be in the presence of people and they fear who you are. At least I don't. I want people to relax. Why is it I don't want them to fear? Because I'm an empath. The world calls it an empath. I'm a person that can feel people's feelings. You see? People's emotions. Then the Father turned around and gave me the discerning spirit too. Come on now. So when I'm coming in fully loaded. You see? But my part that feels people, I don't want that feeling that they fear that I'm there. That's another thing. I don't want them to be fearful. I don't want nobody watching what they say. You see? I don't want that. I want you to be just who you are. Let me be who I am. That's what's wrong with family today. They don't have nobody that has the light in the midst. And they are content not having the light. All they want is the dark in the midst of them, because that's where they're comfortable. They're comfortable when it's the dark. But there are people who go in their family and, hey, I'm holy there now. The Bible said, and you're gonna look, sit your tail down. The ruach, if it's in you, it don't conduct itself that way with you. It knows when to speak out of you and how. All that trying to step in, talking about I'm separated because I'm this, and they did. Look here. I had an experience where this man had to been about probably 58, maybe 60, I don't know. But he was drunk as a skunk, washing clothes. And he had his teenager son there. That man got to quote in the Bible and preach it in the laundromat. And then this minister and his wife, which was a prophet, they got to down in him, telling him he shouldn't be talking about nothing about God, and he drunk. Baby, please, hold up. Where you coming from? Where you coming from? I shut that stuff down. You say you're a prophet. Your wife is a prophetess, and you as a pastor. Woman, what's on here? Because the man wasn't talking to them. Me. How is he gonna stand here and he's in here saying that he's saved and he's cursing, he's drinking, he's drunk? I said, now let me ask you a question. I told her and her husband, let me ask you a question. Who started talking about God? Did you start the conversation? Who started calling out the verses? Who started speaking truth? Is what he's saying, is it wrong? Is what he's saying in his drunk moment and in his cursing words, is he speaking truth? You didn't come up and say and give God the glory, because that's what the man was doing. He was explaining how how much God has done for him and delivered him. And he keep going back, but he said, I just want to say that he's been so good to me. And I mean, this man was just talking. Then he started quoting scriptures and verses and we wasn't lying. And they know he wasn't. But the problem they had was that he was drunk. How could you be talking like that and you drunk? How can a donkey speak when he's a donkey? How can he cause the rocks to cry out when it's rocks? We have put Yah in such a little black box. We don't even know how to stand for him in the midst of our family, our friends, our co-workers. We don't even know how to stand in the midst of people for his name's sake. We don't. Because people have to look a certain way. People have to act a certain way. People have to dress a certain way. People have to be like we say they can be. Some of them got to have their head wrapped. Some got to have their fringes on before anybody would accept the people for just who they are. Because when y'all pull up, you better watch yourself. I'm a living witness. When he pull up, he'll have a dog to be speaking to you in the spirit. Just because you're stuck in a box and you think because you stuck in a little black box, you're going to put him in a little black box? Baby, no, that ain't how he rumble. He bigger than that. If you say, for instance, you're going somewhere and all of a sudden you hear this dog and you're thinking, okay, there's a dog in this fence. Why is he barking like that? Then hear this man come the same. You come in one direction, he coming this way. And the man sit there and turn around and jack your bag, your purse. That's what that barking was about. But we miss it every time. Because we say we got him in us that's greater. But we don't see the warnings that he gives us from the inside out. He can do that. That's what makes him the I am. I can be a dog that's trying to bark to warn you if I want to. I can be the rain that's trying to tell you that's pouring down too much so you can stop driving. I can be anything I want to be. I am the I am. And y'all can't even see me coming. But yet you said you got me in you. So that's going back to these holidays. Halloween, no. Christmas, no. Thanksgiving, no. But if I wanted to pull up to AN1, I don't know, I don't need no Negro telling me no tradition or what is this? This is a pagan house. I don't need you to tell me that. I know that. Where Yeshua went into, they was warning him about going where he was going. He knew who everybody was. He still went. Same thing with Paul. Many of them lost their lives. Why? They went into areas that they should not have went into, but that's the way that they still was doing the will of the Father. And it was their time too. They got it straight into the hands of those who was going to end their lives. So don't think you can keep yours. They still did the will of the Father. End up in areas that they were already preparing to take their lives. I know one of the disciples, somebody had warned him about what they're going to do to him when he get over there. A prophet was warning. Was that Paul? Or was that, no, I think he was warning Paul or he was warning Peter, one of them. Because that's showing you no matter where they go, it don't matter. We cannot go there because they're going to take our life. We got him that is greater in us than he is in the world. We got to go there. That's where he end our life. That's what. So if he going to end it here, this is where he going to end it. But a lot of people think it's about how they work this thing, how they role play this thing, how we set it up to where, okay, if I go here, then I know it's okay to go here, but I can't go here. If these Hebrew Israelite people, especially these men who setting up themselves for all this leadership, this ruler and these kings, they ain't number fools because they have no order in the spirit realm. They set up for the flesh realm. That's that part to give them that ego, that pride. When you get to what's that 2 Timothy chapter 3, I think it is, where he wrote that out about them. And nobody never teaches and preaches. You never hear the pastors in no place ever would preach it because he's talking directly to men. Pride, man, and boasting, ego, self-centered, disobedient to their parents. He's telling them, high-minded. He's telling them, and that's when he was talking about the silly women, drawing the silly women, and they can't see it. They won't preach it. They can't see it. They can't minister it. They won't break it down. They won't come near you with certain things. He's directing straight to them, not just then, but today too. They won't come near it. But then they want to tell you these holidays is pagan holidays. And you won't even speak spirit and truth. You won't even pull up with a pen, needle, or light in your right hand. But you want to have order because you want to feel like a king, a leader, and a ruler in the land of your captive. Pull that mess over there on your captive, those who got you captive. See if you can pull up to the police department, tell them you're a king, you're a leader, and you're a ruler. You be dead. So why are you going to pull it up among your women, among your young men? We kings, we leaders, we rulers. Okay, pull your tail up to the police department or the police when you pull up and he stopped you. Well, I'm a king, I'm a ruler, I'm a leader. Yeah, you're going to be dead. You're in the land of your captive. You ain't nothing. Only thing you can be is a vessel, a servant of the Most High Yah, where he resides. So Sister Deborah, I hope you got something out of it and think, enjoy your living. Hell is not, you're not bound to hell because of a pagan holiday. You can make it something totally opposite of any Christmas or any Thanksgiving. I believe that many people, even those in the church, they should have flipped that stuff years ago, but they didn't. Because the church, Christian church, they all for Christmas lights and presents and Santa Claus coming to town and Thanksgiving, all of this here. They all into all of that. They always coming over on y'all side, flipping everything he stand for, which is righteous. But we don't see how we can flip what they stand for into righteous. But no, we want to keep them, we want to stand and make video after video, video after video every year about their pagan holiday and what they serve. What are you serving lately? How is he so greater in you? Where are you out? Are you on the highway and byways? What's so great in you? No. But you on YouTube getting likes and subscribers, right? And getting supported. Why? Because you're still not where you need to be. If you really had the Ruach. You all up on YouTube. And calling it your ministry. And it's no different than the Christian church. Have no light, no spirit and truth, no faith, righteous belief, no fear, brand, ain't got nothing. And y'all don't get no glory on your page. He don't get no honor on your page. He don't get no recognition on your page. You gets it all. So I, Sister Deborah, hope you got something out of it, but please take our time to think about living. Because we don't know the day and the hour in which he's going to take us out. But when he lives in us, he will give us that warning in us. He will give us that warning within us. It's time to go. But we can't sit and not live thinking that, okay, I got to sit here because this make me sanctified. This make me set aside. No. When he is in you, that's sanctified. You already set aside. Because he's the greatest that's in you than he that is in the world. So it's not it don't take your flesh to role play nothing. See, that's where we messed up at. We think it takes us to play a role in this. It don't take that. It just take him living in us, leading and guiding us, showing us things, revealing things to us, showing us things to come. So we should always give him praise and glory and honor at all times for just who he is all by himself, not including you. You don't add you to it, but him himself. So I, Sister Deborah, appreciate each and every last one of you all tuning in, and I hope you got something out of it. And I will be back. Shalom and shalom.